Okay, so welcome to VGA Tech Blog. And we did a blog earlier on some updates on the Luna browser, and we're going to be doing with that. But just directly after that, I had a call on Facebook, Michael and Kuma, Ross Michael's son, artist. And in fact, Michael is my second artist that I spend a lot of time and we record a lot of music. And William Banks, that's even up on Facebook now. Can attest to that those days. So Michael give me a call and we reminisced about some old days, and Michael turned to me and said, because they used to call me Tony Nazariah, and that was artist name. Tony, of 40 years, me know you, from when you're a young man and you little pitney them little chicken little pitney them run on your foot and them don't even grow big up yet. And you do music, and the first man me know as a Jamaican what they with computer recording studio and them things. So I tell people say me I do them things from way down in the late 80s up to the 90s up to the 2000 years, 40 odd years, So it's I was at the birth of things. I even talked to people about how I got involved. I was doing C plus resource part, or I create mixer board and studio, try to attain that even before the 90s came, and it never really ran down. The general reminds me of all of that, of the days and the struggle and the music business. And we go on, we talk about Chris Blackwell, we talk about VP Record, we talk about Ross Record in Washington, D.C., we talk about all these other music production and people we touch on with over the years. You understand? Then we are there. Johnny P was the third artist. When we say we call a whole artist now, we mean arts for a person to work with. Johnny P was the third artist, and then me that work with Major Mackerel too, doing them time there still. And that was even during the years when my production and factory burnt down, because I had record lathe and printing machine. I could do records, wax and master machine and drum machine. I had a toaster TV switcher system in my Commodore computer, and then we had Blue Ribbon Soundwork, multi-track recording studio also in the computer, using a lot of Proteus tone modules that was directly in the PC slot, So we come from a long distance, and not even before Windows or even Macintosh reached that level to even start having audio cards and all that stuff. I've been exposed and overexposed to the music in a way that most people don't really understand. And I had to take a friend, musician Michael Nkrumah, he's up there on Facebook, to remind me of all those things. And he said to me, him call me Tony, I remember when we was young and you was recording me and you turned to me and you said to me, Michael, the music business, 90% of it a business, 10% of the entertainment part of it. And the soldier lived all these years to come and recognize that one advice that I gave him about 30, 40 years ago. He reminds me of that. And I say, I've been through a lot of struggle in life, up and down, but I don't give up on my dream and my strength. You understand? All the things over the years, like it's a bottle just keep filling up with water and it wants to explode. And suddenly, you pop the cap, and everything is exploding. That is me. Okay, so we discuss a lot of things about the trouble in collecting royalties and people who are administrating the music. Well, I've got to put AI on the job to run down PRS, ASCAP, and all these other music rights. What's the next one, Mike? I forgot them other one, PMI or whatever. Run them down, what I did, about artists' rights and royalties. When me understand where them act like them might take years to pay the artists, but through the artists them don't have the proper channel and the way to obtain the other publishing royalties and them things there. That's why the artists them still short. Artists must understand, and in this new business, if you are an artist and you already working, we can almost tell the future for you. So we're going to have to tell the future AI that will calculate your worth. And your worth is calculated ahead of the future. That means you can go to a company and obtain some money for your production and go ahead. So we're going to be the people them who going to make things like that happen for you. Right? Okay, because we'll be talking to the industry and we're trying to do things. Okay, a part about SMTVS. SMTVS is also here to empower artists, but at the same time are here to work along all the major media agency that is throughout the world. As one would know, you can go to a network and have them distribute your music. But the bottom line of it all, and we're not going to keep nothing secret, if you got a business, and you have a business, I have enough music out there anyway to do that. I have my own Apple store. So we have our own SMTVS Apple store, Spotify store, Dazzle store, you name it. We have a store there. Why? But we have it on a business agreement level. So therefore, when you're in smtvs.com and you are in the department of distributing your songs, we will make sure that your song is submitted to all these networks, right? And then you have your PayPal account, you get paid. You understand? We have here you see this is a lesson. You guys gonna have a chance to come to SMTVS and go through this. We're gonna improve on it much more, and we have some more things to talk about in this blog that's focusing on even the music itself. Okay. All right, so we skip on over here to this other side. And in fact, you see it said Lunar Browser. We're still in Lunar Browser, you know. And then the music production, right, which is a full automated AI music label, unlabeled platform. You know, this is taking care of your music distribution area. We're going to perk it up on things, talk about songs and stuff. And here, from here, you can go ahead and book studio time, right? Okay, you guys, connect to your Google Calendar. Right? So this is what this area is all about too. You know, if you clicked on it, it'll definitely bring up the form for you to book your time and everything. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get more into that. And then we have the artist network that's there to have the artist them profile listed in the site. And if you go to the browser, smtvs.com, you know it's going to be always on the browser. So anybody that's surfing Lunar Browser will always be able to come here and look at the artists them and everything. See, we trying to like definitely keep it together. And here we're still developing the recording studio, as you see. That's really here at the same time. And we can add a channel each time we feel like want to add another channel. And this is multi-track workstation. We have other levels. We have audio video workstation. So when you want a higher subscription, you can have one that do both, right? So we got a lot of stuff here. Let's go up here. Well, we need to like definitely change up the menu a lot, right? And you got your plug-in stuff going on, right? And we got virtual piano, although we need to take care of the back part of it. You see, the back part of it definitely need to be taken care of, right? So, okay, let me widen up here for a minute. The back part need to really take care of, right? Because, see, the AI was doing sometimes, so, yeah. We got a quad monitor system here, right? And we do video, so we have one video channel, but I had set this in for the other production system, multi-track production system that I got here. So we're going to increase this by adding 2 extra video and 1 overlap thingy, and you'll have video in the studio too, right? In the studio, a bunch of stuff going to be happening. Here is where you can do the AI. We have MIDI stuff, and we have rendering songs. Mixing down the song is rendering, right? And you got a bunch of stuff here that help you to render the master the song, right? And spectrum analyzer, I think it's on the bottom, someplace down there, right? You can look at your history page, right? And on and on. You can send your stuff to YouTube if you did a video stuff. You can publish to our live too. Exactly. So you can look at that, right? Much more effects and stuff that's there, right? We can do, let's do this thing here. Where are we? And now. Oh, we go at the bottom. We need to go way to the bottom, huh? Right. We can do a simple energy, and let's go up to the top, and then we get a simple mixing console right here. You can slide through, yes, right? But I don't know what's really up with this. I mean, I guess I need to get into here and ask the AI, listen to me good now. Put the mixer board that you have inside the small thing outside. Because you notice when you go to the bigger mixer board, there ain't no recording and monitor. You understand? You can't record and monitor anything. You know, so we still need to make sense of what's happening here. But it's to totally tell you that we are working on things for musicians to activate their career, right? And to get things done. And it will be set in a sort of a way that a musician will have no more worries about them royalty. I don't care if a musician, if I was dealing with VP or other companies as I hear them talking, they will have to make payment timely. But who to tell? Even VP might have a VP production store and a lot of things here. Automated distribution system. So everybody stay tuned and see what we bring to you and try to empower the musician them. We try to empower people who are in visual production, right? And we try to empower people who are in music production, okay? And we try to empower people who are in application development, website and all that, because we provide tools for them to do that, right? And we have a bunch of other tools around, like animation tool, make a video by text prompt, make anything basic that you need by text prompt is really in the site. Okay? So we are the core media organization. So because my friend talking to me on the phone and telling me about the little problem they are going through. So he also explained to me, well, you know what Jamaica is doing now, and the Minister of Finance take over the music business, and then they got this AI who's supposed to be doing this. I'm like, cool. They can do whatever they want to do, because SMTVS never was a part of them. I was from the U.S. and I'm just still hanging out here. And when we get here and we do whatever we are do, we will pay the tax. I guess my friend is saying the amount of tax that I'm on for musicians, sure, on the level for them, but we're going to be upping our business back to corporate. And so, yes, we have to deal with the corporate thing. And possibly may get SMTVS to become even a public company, right? And even though I'm in Jamaica, I'm still connected to the U.S., probably have a U.S. branch eventually. So those are the things in working. Yes, because I started a company business when I was at the U.S. I come to Jamaica, do a company business, and things change up. We get a sole proprietor business, but still have the company down, and a lot of things that's in the mix. Musicians and artists, don't really worry, because I'm a musician where, like Michael said, from the far ago, we walking around our road, walking from store to store, traveling from state to state, trying to sell wax that we made. Or I even worked with this maker, one of the biggest vinyl printing company out of Philly, right? They have my account. If you call up there, they got Roots Reality Recording account. I used to talk to this guy named Dave up there all the time. Dave was my contact person. And right now, if I link these people and said, I still want you guys to print some wax, I think this time they went into CD and a lot of stuff. So we have been in the business. We paid our dues. I've been there before Pro Tool, before Sonic Solutions. It was Sonic Solution and Pro Tool was going on, and even Avid was there. And so all these names I can call us. So all the young players who come now, Studio One, this, that, and all this, and God bless us to still be around, you know, and still have the strength. I'm still strong as a guy who's 20 years old. I can jump and run around. And unfortunately, the Almighty preserved me still. And let me knock on wood. Because, one, this man I don't have no sickness or no, none of them something there. So it's meant for me to go on for a minute or two around here. All right? Musician, them want to stay safe. Young musician want to come up. We have the old teacher them there like me, ready to teach you guys the game, teach you how to get paid the real way. You guys come over, be a part of the family. Okay, I have talked to my friend already, and they're going to put on a bunch of summer shows and everything. And first thing he said to me, Tony Van, you have a console? Yes, I have my 64 channel big board. If me I do a big concert, I can pull out. But unfortunately, I said we ain't got no speaker for that, you know, and bugger thing. But you know, I have a 12 channel one still. You know what I mean? It's brand new. I never used it, but they're doing a lot of small show. And these days, you don't even need a big board. 12 channel is good enough for a little small show thing. You want me to come over and be the engineer, being that I am an engineer, you know. And then I said, okay, well, we'll spot on over with the camera too and do a few video shots. So right then and there, SMTVS already engaging to have media to go on SMTVS.com. And trust me, people, SMTVS has been to Rebel Salute, we've been to Sting, you know, just to speak of Caperton, I mean, sure. These places we went there as on the SMTVS Entertainment Magazine. And when we come back, as I do the thing, yes, every show this summer, SMTVS is going to be there. We are either reporting or we might get the rights to make some 1 and 2 clips for the channel. And most likely we'll be selling all the SMTVS to those people. And we be spotting out to the people them that, hey, SMTVS is a Jamaican-run media organization. All Jamaican media companies should come here and be a partner with SMTVS.com and rightly use the media and the video tools. And also, you can just make video or music by a text prompt. Okay? And if they need to have their own autonomous and have their own system like SMTVS.com, we are here also to build that for them. Because in Jamaica exists a lot of production company, you understand, who don't have the right tools to conduct business in the 26 right now. And we are offering things that they can use to be up with everything. And actually from them a production, them don't need to depend on other people. So thanks if you are listening to my video. And we'll come back with some more blog.